Hey everyone, how's it going? Today I'm going to demonstrate on this black Jeep behind me the difference in results between our one-step paint enhancement and polish or our two-step paint enhancement slash polish. And so that way you can make an informed decision and understand what your money is going towards, and realizing with the caveat that what works on one step on one vehicle may not always work one step on another vehicle, but we're going to show you as an example what it looks like, and you'll be able to decide from there, and you'll know a little bit about the process. So come with me, I'm going to show you this right now. Okay everyone, so here is the hood. I've done a couple things on this hood which I'm going to explain. The center section is completely untouched, and you can tell the difference in color between these sections, and that is because the scratches, as they get so intense, they will almost turn a black car gray. It's just the way our eyes perceive it. And so I'm going to show you here what we've done. So on this side, on the passenger side, I have conducted a one-step paint enhancement, and you can see it's gotten a lot of those scratches out, but you can still kind of see a little of the swirling. See it as I go along. You'll still see some, but it's much harder to see. I'm trying to purposely catch it at an angle, whereas this is immediately apparent, okay? And so a polish will typically knock down a lot of those scratches and make them less apparent to the naked eye, and this is perfectly okay for some people, but for people that want a little bit more scratch removal, what we need to do is we need to get more aggressive on the initial application, the initial polish, and then we're going to have to follow it up with a second step, and I'm going to show you why in a second. So you'll notice that overall this side is much better on with just one pass of that initial more aggressive combination. But I'm going to show you here why this requires a second step and why it costs so much more, because it's much more labor. And you can see color differences. You can see how that's all black and this is grayish looking, and then that is kind of grayish looking. You can definitely see a gloss difference, but I'm going to show you why we got to do that second step right here. Okay, if you've ever seen our shop before in our videos, you'll notice we have two different types of light. We have bright white LED lights, and then we have a more orangish, they appear orange on camera, scan grip lights. Now these individual circular lights that are around the room, there's 8 of them. Those are really expensive scan grip color match lights, and we can change the color temperature on them, and you can see that this color temperature is slightly different than that color temperature, and we can change the brightness, and they can simulate an outdoor or sunlight sort of appearance. So when you have super bright LEDs like you have the square ones around the room, it can wash out some scratching. You would think the more light the better, but scratches appear light to our eye, and so if we have too much light, they can sort of reflect out the scratches. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to turn off our LED lights. Well, they're all LED, but I'm going to turn off the non-scan grip lights here. You notice the room looks a lot different, and I want to show you something. So here is the untouched hood, and then this, you notice how much better it is, but you can still see the scratches. This is the polish. And now over here, what you have is hologram. So you see how it makes those almost hologram looking color change, as you see how it kind of comes in and out, and that is from using a rotary polisher. And what we need to do is we need to use that rotary polisher to get some of the more deep scratches out, but then we have to finish it off so that you don't have that remaining effect of the hologram. And so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause, and I am going to finish this second step on this panel, and then you'll be able to truly see the difference. All right, so look here now. That's just a reflection, but you notice we don't have those holographic marks anymore. And the reason we don't is because we finished it off. These are all just a light reflecting off. But look how different, take a look how different the color is between the center section and the two-step correction section. Well, you notice how it's almost like a gray. Big difference. All right, guys, so you see the differences between the one-step and the two-step, and you can see how much a correction on your vehicle's paint, especially after it's been through a car wash, or maybe it's just older and you've had a lot of washes under your belt, especially if it's black, you can see how it's almost a completely different colored vehicle. And so I hope this was helpful in having you decide what kind of package you want in terms of paint correction, paint enhancement. And of course, as always, if you have any questions, drop it in the comment or reach out to us on our website or by our phone number.